What if I told you that one small space company could quietly become one of the biggest winners of this decade? Not Tesla, not Nvidia, not even SpaceX. I'm talking about Rocket Lab, ticker symbol RKLB. And honestly, the craziest part is most people still have no idea what this company is actually building. When people hear space stock, they immediately think about Elon Musk and SpaceX. But here's the thing. SpaceX is private. Regular investors can't buy it. So now Wall Street is searching for the next best thing. And that's exactly why Rocket Lab has suddenly become one of the hottest stocks in the entire market. But the big question is, can RKLB really explode between 2026 and 2030? Or is this just another hype stock that will crash? Today we're breaking it all down. The opportunity, the risks, the future, and whether I personally think this stock could create massive long-term wealth. And trust me, some of the predictions people are making right now are absolutely insane. So stay till the end. And while you're watching this video, I want you to think about one thing. Would you rather buy a company after everyone becomes rich from it, or before? Now first, let's talk about why investors are suddenly obsessed with Rocket Lab. Most people think Rocket Lab is just a rocket company. That's wrong. Very wrong. The rockets are only one piece of the business. Rocket Lab is trying to build an entire space ecosystem. They launch satellites, they manufacture satellites, they build space systems, and eventually, they want bigger military and government contracts too. That's where the real money is. And this is exactly why investors compare Rocket Lab to an early-stage SpaceX. Now, obviously, Rocket Lab is nowhere near as big as SpaceX right now, not even close. But remember, Tesla looked small once, Amazon looked risky once, Nvidia looked boring once. The market? Now another thing I really like about Rocket Lab is attention. This company understands how to stay in the spotlight. Every rocket launch creates media coverage. Every new mission creates hype. Every government contract creates excitement. And in the stock market, attention matters more than most people realize. Because attention brings investors, investors bring momentum, and momentum can send growth stocks flying. That's one reason RKLB keeps trending on finance YouTube channels. Now imagine this scenario. It's the year 2028. Rocket Lab is launching rockets regularly. Revenue has doubled or maybe even tripled. Big institutions start buying heavily. Retail investors rush back in. And suddenly, everyone starts asking the same question. Why didn't I buy this stock earlier? That's how explosive moves usually happen, not slowly, suddenly, and by the time the mainstream notices, the cheap prices are already gone. That's why so many investors are watching Rocket Lab right now, because they don't want to miss another massive growth story. Now let's talk numbers. And remember, these are just opinions and possibilities, not financial advice. In a bullish scenario, I personally believe RKLB could potentially trade somewhere between $25 and $40 by 2030 if growth continues strongly, especially if the company becomes a major player in the global space economy. And if hype becomes extreme again, some investors believe even higher prices are possible. But there's another scenario people don't talk about enough. Failure. If launches slow down, if contracts disappear, if profitability remains weak, then this stock could struggle badly. That's why this investment is not for emotional investors. You need patience for stocks like this, because volatility will continue. This stock could easily crash hard during market fear. And honestly, that's usually when weak investors panic and sell. Now here's my personal opinion. I think Rocket Lab has a better chance of surviving long-term than many smaller space companies. Why? Because they're actually doing real business. They're launching, building, growing. A lot of companies promise the future. Very few actually execute properly. Rocket Lab at least has real operations, and that gives investors confidence. Still, I think investors should stay realistic too. This is not guaranteed success. Nobody knows the future. Not analysts, not YouTubers, not even Wall Street. But investing is sometimes about probabilities, and Rocket Lab definitely has a story investors love. Future technology, space expansion, government contracts, massive long-term vision. That combination creates excitement, and excitement moves stocks. Now, before we end this video, I want you to seriously think about this. 5 years from now, will we look back at RKLB and say, wow, that opportunity was obvious? Or will it become another overhyped story that disappointed investors? That's the real question. And honestly, that uncertainty is exactly what makes investing exciting. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe because we're going to cover more future growth stocks, hidden opportunities, and high-risk, high-reward investments before Wall Street fully catches on. And now I want your prediction. Comment below right now. Where do you honestly see RKLB stock by 2030? $5, $20, $50, or even higher? I'm genuinely curious to read your thoughts.